rare.
So, but I did hear you say, for business people out there, plan for obstacles and you'll never be disappointed. Tell us about that.
Right. So having been through this journey, by the way, I've had a lot of ugly moments. I got screwed over many times.
No.
I mean, for sure, that's it's a whole other conversation. But I mean, things like I would make samples. I mean, I would. The one thing about my whole journey is that I had design skills that a lot of people didn't have. A lot of these so-called designers actually don't design anything. They're brands, and there's like a sweatshop people that's actually
Mhm.
creating all this stuff behind. So I had that. And whenever I would go to a manufacturer, a large manufacturer, and I'm very transparent. I know that you and many of your guests are really into ethics, authenticity,
Mhm.
honesty, transparency. These are things that are important to you. They were important to me. I mean, as you heard the story about me and my parents and all. So when people would say, if I make the sample for you, I mean, these samples are very complex, and if I make it for you, how many can you sell? And I would always say, well, I don't know. I mean, I could tell you I could sell 250 pieces. I could tell you I could sell 25,000 pieces, but it would also all be a lie. I don't know. It'll depend on what the sample looks like from my sketch. And secondly, what it would, price out at. And thirdly, I mean, even with all that, nobody really knows until I actually sell it. So obviously they didn't like to hear that. So what happened was my first batch of samples, actually, I never got those samples. I went to a trade show in Las Vegas. That's the largest jewelry trade show in the world. And I went there to look for new manufacturers. And there I found my designs all over the market already. I had
Oh,
never
geez,
gotten
they
them.
stole them.
They stole them. You know why? Because they knew I was like a young girl with no money.
Mhm.
So even if I got an order, they knew that I wasn't going to be able to go financing or something. So instead of telling me that, they basically sold it to my competitors or everybody else who was on the market.
Oh, gee.
So I learned, okay. So when we talk and that set me back probably 6 months back or something. And all those designs, I mean, some of those